Advisory Board, Thursday, August 7th at 6 p.m. Let's go to order and do the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Caroline, would you like to do the roll call?
Yes. Chairwoman Lori Simpson.
Here.
Vice Chairman Seth Kapp.
Here.
Secretary Caroline Gonzalez. Here. Member Linda Rodriguez. Let the record reflect that Member Linda Rodriguez is absent. Member Christine Sullivan.
Here.
Member Matt Douglas.
Here.
Right. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes for May 1st and July 3rd?
I motion approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Comments from the general public? There is no one here, so.
Chairwoman Simpson. Sorry, we also have the minutes from June 5th that we didn't approve.
Okay. She didn't. Okay. Do we want to amend that motion to include the minutes for June 5th? Christine? Do you want to amend your motion to approve the minutes for June also?
Oh, I'll make a motion to amend the minutes for June 5th as well.
Okay. Do you want to second that?
Can I second?
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
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 That echo is horrible.
Yeah.
Y'all hear this better?
Mm-hmm.
Comments from the committee members? We'll start with you, Christine.
I'm still trying to log in. I'm having a time.
Matt?
Mine are just, I would like us to figure out some more stuff we can plan on a Sunday and not just almost all of them on a Saturday. I feel like I'm missing everything. And I want to attend more stuff. Just, I can't. I'm only off Sunday and Monday.
Okay. No more Sunday stuff. We'll do it Saturday.
Huh?
You can do it Saturday, but you can do it Sunday or not?
Yeah.
Sunday, yes.
Sundays and Mondays I'm off.
Okay.
And I know you've done like cleanups in the past, and they're always on a Saturday. Still bad because I know there's only a few people that.
That's fine. Gets me out. Anything else for you?
No.
Okay. Caroline?
I just want to make some announcements from what we had from last month to now. What they put on the website, what's been put on the website. It is National Emergency Management Awareness. And if you have any questions or you want to know more about National Emergency Management, you can go to www.iaem.org/knowyourem. Also, there was a news release on August 3rd stating that the City of Port Richey CRA Residential Commercial Grant Program, or the CRA Residential Improvement Grant Program, is no longer available for this fiscal year. The new fiscal year will begin on October 1st, 2025. The city is accepting applications for the 25-26 fiscal year. Please see Derek Smith, who's the CRA Resiliency Coordinator, with any questions, and he can be reached at 727-758-7496. I see this one is very important. Join a board or committee for the City of Port Richey. We have several vacancies on a lot of committees. If you want to join any committee, you can contact our city clerk, Ashley McDonough, for more information. Please email admin@cityofportrichey.gov, or please call 727-835-1219. The Board of Adjustment has 1 vacancy. The Citizens Advisory Committee, we have 4 vacancies. 2025 Coastal Resilience and Restoration Committee has 1 vacancy. The Comprehensive Land Use Plan Committee has 2 vacancies, and this board needs to meet soon and requires members. The Historic Preservation Commission has 2 vacancies. The Planning and Zoning Board has 1 vacancy, which would be an alternate member. And the Port Richey Events Committee, which is the newly formed committee, has 3 vacancies. And the other update I have is to congratulate The City of Port Richey Fire Department, which they have received the Advanced Life Support Services, that's available now. They're offering it to our community. And we also,
What's that mean?
so it is, I did look it up. I put it. Let me look it up because I did look it up and I didn't write it
I
down.
thought it was like a defibrillator or
I
something.
think it is, but it's something they had to go to school for that or to training.
Oh, okay.
Advanced Life Support ALS Services.
Linda would know if she was here, but
Yeah, she would. Let me see real quick. I should explain what it is.
Police department just got an award too for second place for excellence in traffic monitoring and safety.
The departments are doing great, and they also did the police.
the raid on the
The raid
gambling
on the
thing.
gambling 5 locations. That was big.
Wasn't there one by your house? Like, I know.
There's still one way.
And they didn't raid that one though.
Nope.
I didn't know that was even going on.
It's like in houses, right? Isn't it? In
It's
somebody's house?
so Grand Boulevard's mixed use, right? So there is substantial residential there, but there are also businesses. So there is a lot of mixed use on that road. So it does get tongue in cheek with some of the residents. But yeah, that was an actual house they turned into. It's just supposed to be just slot machines. I still don't know how. It's got to do more research, but
I can't hear them.
I can't.
Speak more into the microphone, I guess.
It's on. It's light. It's green.
it's great.
You have to
We
yell.
were talking about the raid that the police just had about the
Oh yeah,
the casino things, and we had mentioned that with Citizens Advisory like a year ago about how these were creeping up, and nobody really seemed to know much about it.
They
But-
came up in a board meeting several months ago. And there were some reasons why they couldn't do anything about it at that time. It was on the radar.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they were probably doing their investigation with the Florida Gaming Commission, so then that's why they did all the raids now.
Yeah.
They're probably focused on those.
there's one right across, or right around the corner from my house. And it wasn't subject to the rate, I'm wondering. But it's right across from Grand, right across.
Sonatior. Yeah, it's right across from Sonatior. So I was also doing research on that. So from what I can tell is, but they tell me the slot machines have a little peekaboo option where you can see if the next spin wins or not. So it's technically not gambling because you know if you're going to win or not, right? So information for anyone who wants to go to those places, it should have a little peekaboo thing that
Really?
tells you the next spin's going to win
So
or not.
that one's okay?
I'm not saying it is. I'm not deferring as an expert in any of these things. Anyone who's watching this.
So there's a small city in Kentucky that I lived in, and somebody opened up a bar. They opened up a bar, they got their liquor license. Well, all of a sudden, this company shows up at the owner's door and was like, hey, we'd love to put these new machines that we just got in your establishment. They're arcade games. Exactly how he pitched it. It's like, a person can actually win money. And he was like, isn't that gambling? And he goes, no. It's the same concept of you putting a quarter in one of those claw machines, and it gets the prize out for the kid. It's only the adult version. So it's not gambling. And they're like,
That's
no.
the worst explanation.
So they literally, I know, but they literally got installed in so many of these businesses all over the place, even gas stations that had them, everything. And now they're like, well, that's gambling. And they're finally crashing down on it, but they legally got installed forever.
Wow.
What about
They
the
got away with it
machines
for a while.
that with all the cash laying on them and it's sweet
Oh,
yeah.
word or something? Are those
No,
gambling?
that'd be different.
That's different too.
But I mean, that's how the guy was pitching it to these gas stations and stuff. I got
Yeah.
a machine that it's for adults and you can win money.
Wow.
It's legal, and they were doing it. Some of them, actually, a lot of them still have those.
Well, who owns these things? Does anybody know? Like, is it
It's an individual company or person, and they give the restaurant or gas station or whatever a percentage of what is spent in that machine. But the thing is, they're supposed to have the owner of the establishment pay out the person when they win, and then these people are taking. Sometimes they're not paying the company back. Whoever owns these machines, they're not paying the business back.
Yeah.
So the person is giving them all these thousands of dollars that they won, and then they're like, "Oh, we're going to pay you in 30 days or whatever when we pay our bills," and they're not paying them back.
Mhm.
Wow.
We had that. We had them in Kentucky for a long time. I think they're still there.
Yeah.
Same similar machines. They look exactly the same.
Yeah, we never had these things. So they started popping up probably about 10 years ago, and they started in Hudson. So they started just coming south.
I know about that. I've never been inside one, so I guess maybe I should go in and take a look.
You don't want to go in just in
No.
case.
Well, and so my fault was I'm a kid, right? So at heart, I'm not a child. Per se. I'm a kid at heart. So when it said arcade, one of the things, I was like, all right, an arcade. So I walked in expecting like pinball machines and
Yeah.
like video games. I'm like, my childhood. Like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't want to get the fever, so I don't even tempt myself.
No. So, going back to what advanced life support is a set of life-saving protocols and skills that extend beyond basic life support. It is used to provide urgent treatment to cardiac emergencies such as cardiac arrest, stroke, myocardial infarction, and other conditions. So it includes CPR, defibrillation, airway management, and the administration of medication.
I mean, I would think that would be standard in the industry. I don't understand that.
Guess not.
Fire.
What kind of EMS services do we have in Fort Ritchie? Any? Is it provided by the? Is it in the fire trucks? Because I've never.
We
seen
have our
any.
own police department and fire department.
Right.
It's
but we
paid
don't
for by
have
our
ambulances.
tax dollars.
Right.
We do.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
believe we do. Yeah, and then now
Where are they located?
in the firehouse.
Like adjacent to
They have one
Yeah.
EMS unit.
adjacent to Alex's restaurant.
Oh, I know where it is. Yeah, that's over by my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's in
Thought I
there.
was seeing an ambulance there.
I've seen it in our complex where the townhouse is. People have called and the fire truck has come with the ambulance.
Yeah, they've even got their own dive team and everything. Water rescue.
And then we have open city council seat. Today is actually the last day for anybody to complete the special council appointment affidavit. All potential candidates must attend the August 12th, 2025 council meeting in person or virtually via Zoom. And we do have 3 candidates that are going for members on Citizen Advisory Committee.
And all 3 of us are.
I was going to joke and say, and I
That's
have
freaking hilarious.
signed up for
Yeah.
the.
So good luck.
Yeah.
And
We are all citizens.
yes,
Yeah, all 3 on.
and
I
that's
did not get an affidavit from anybody to fill out, so is that?
you may
That's
you may
correct.
also be required. It
that's
says so. It
correct.
doesn't. Yeah.
Did it have to be filled out by today? Today was the last day for it?
Well, it said you may also be
Oh.
required to complete and return. So maybe she'll send it to you, Ashley. We'll send it to
But
you
it's not the last day for that, it was just the last day for the letter. of
to say
interest.
that you are interested in it. And then last but not least, business tax renewals. They are due by September 30th, 2025.
What is due?
The business tax renewal for the 2026 business tax receipt renewal notices have been mailed. They're due by September 30th, 2025. So any business in Port Ritchie has to do that. And then with Pasco, and then they have to submit an updated copy of their Pasco County business tax receipt to the building services. They can get their Port Ritchie business tax receipt.
Okay.
No, I just want to add that, there's a lot of open vacancies and it doesn't take a lot of time out of your day to come to these meetings and get involved for citizens. So if you have an itch and urge any of these committees, we need support as much as possible.
Yeah. Absolutely. I didn't have anything, just the agenda. So I'll go on to the agenda. The meet your neighbor stuff. I had written to Cancun Beach and Arts North about doing a meet your neighbor there, but I thought of even like maybe contacting that boat that goes out to the sandbar. I mean, it might be kind of fun to do like a meet your neighbor thing on that if they could give us a discount. I don't know. What do you guys think about something like that? Something different.
I think it's great. What to like, especially for Richie, as you go out towards the Gulf, the channel has a lot of history. So if you have someone who's lived in the community a long time on that boat, a lot of people have. So you can point out all the little celebrity houses
Yeah.
that tied to a lot of famous people that actually live in Port Richey.
So Bob's boat, I don't know.
I
Bob's
heard
he's still in Tulare, yeah, but Bob has this recording that he played on that boat whenever we did charters for his like sunset cruise, and it's an awesome amount of history that he put. I mean, it's Bob's voice.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob.
That's
Yeah,
why.
sorry, Bob, I love you, but you know. But he does this whole history of everything, like the stilt homes and why they were built, and just all that stuff. It's really cool.
And how many actually were out there? How many still exist now?
Well, I'll try to contact. Who is it? Larry?
Yeah.
What's his last name?
I got it.
Actually, have to contact him because I won.
I got his number.
Oh, you won that thing?
I did
Oh.
the one on the fireworks one.
Let me just give you his number. I know it's Larry.
Okay.
Shared Sheehan, I think, but it's 813
Uh-huh.
367.
Before you get this number out, this is probably this big broadcast.
Okay.
So you want to just give
Let's just write down
We
the
give you
last.
this island paradise.
I don't. I'm sure his business number would be fine. I don't know about his personal.
It's 3 in the morning.
Sorry again. Sorry, Bob.
Yeah.
Um,
367.
And then Arts North has these line dancing lessons. I thought that might be something.
That's fine.
I like that too. And you can go bowl.
Yeah, we could go bowling.
Bowling would be
Bowling
I know,
is
our,
nice.
Mayor would like that.
Yeah.
So is the bowling alley, is that in the city?
I believe so. Yeah, Langlo.
I can check with them. We could
Can
plan
go
some.
south.
Is it?
Further up.
No, is it south or north? The one that's right here on Ridge. It's right next to the Publix. No, that one's not in our jurisdiction,
No.
but
The one on Ridge Road.
on Ridge Road, that one should be in our
Yeah.
jurisdiction.
Okay, so those are some ideas for that. Future cleanup dates to match the county schedule. The next one for the county is March 17th, 2006. I thought it would be great if we put that in our calendar. I know it's far off, but I think it would be great to just coordinate with their schedule when we do our cleanups. So that's March 17th, 2026. I'll remind you guys. The painting of the wall. I had asked Cherokee to come to this meeting. She wasn't able to come tonight, but I would like to get this in motion, and I don't know if we have to have a solid, design of what we're going to do, or just an idea of what we want to do and present the ideas to the council and see if they'll approve that.
Brett had something maybe to show down his phone.
Okay.
Well, so I got on that AI thing, because AI, you can generate pictures and paintings and all that. The only downfall with the AI, it doesn't know how to spell Richie even after you tell it how to spell it. But this looks pretty cool. Oh, yeah, I'll see it.
Oh yeah.
I just told it to put like still homes and Johnny and June
Look at
Cash
that.
at the top, and dolphins and manatees, and
Very pretty.
I love
it just
that.
looks pretty awesome. Minus the misspelling it. I even told it Richey.
Well, my husband pronounces it a weird way when he's doing voice to text
Could be my
to make
Kentucky,
sure. Yeah.
my Kentucky
Oh,
tongue.
Yeah.
look into it. Oh.
Yeah.
Let me see that photo again.
He says Port Richey or something like that, and
So
they spell it right.
The manatees and dolphins.
I love that.
And I even told it like put historical characters that are in the city, so Johnny and June Cash, and then it put them right in the front. That's all you could see. And then I said, put them at the top of the still home on like a platform, and then I put people fishing, and
You see him up there?
it's insane. And that was free. I didn't pay that to design it for me.
It's really cute though. I like it.
Yeah,
They're on the roof.
Right.
standing on like an overlook is what it looks like. Yeah.
They think they're posing for prom.
What?
They look like they're posing for prom.
I kind of got the whole the Adams Family vibe when I first looked at it.
That's right.
Standing on top of their own.
So what should we do? Should we like draw it on the wall and get a design going and then have council come out and approve before we actually paint it? Or what's everybody's ideas on how we can get this into fruition?
I think we have a couple artists, right?
What
So
they're going to require of us. Do they want concepts, or do they want full scale, or scale drawing, or what are they willing to
Well,
accept?
they're wanting us to come up with the ideas and then they're just going to approve it basically from what I
Right.
know.
I can't see them being so hard on us that they make it feel completely drawn out. As long as we have concepts.
Yeah.
They-
That's what I was thinking. If we can make it a motion that we're going to do a mural on the Oldsmar Park wall that would include
Right.
this, and this.
Like, give them-
And then if council can approve that, if for any reason they don't like it or something, we'll just paint over it. But I mean, I can imagine that they're not going to like it. But just say what we're going to put on it.
and have to get out there and paint over it themselves, probably. And it'd be hard to get our artists back.
Yeah. No, that's not going to happen. I mean, I don't anticipate that. We had somebody that did some artwork like on the bathroom stalls years ago, but he was more of like a graffiti artist. It didn't,
Oh,
really
yeah.
didn't really turn out too good. So they ended up having to paint over it. That's not going to happen with our group. You saw some of the. I showed this to them earlier before you got here, Matt. But this is some of the work that Sam does. He's one of the artists that.
Oh, I
was
saw
gonna
this
help
on.
you.
You
I said it-
posted this on.
I sent a
Facebook,
group
our
chat.
group,
Yeah, just so you could see. My
did look at
my printer wasn't even working well, but
Well,
you
yeah.
could see the quality that he can do, and to have somebody be able to do faces is very difficult.
I think that artist sounds familiar to me. He's done a lot of Churchill Downs stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's the fact that he's willing to help us, I think, is fantastic. And there's a couple other artists that I know of that are willing to help us, real artists. And then anybody that wants to volunteer. There, even Christy Johnson, that used to be on this board, her daughter showed me some of the work that she does. I have it on my phone. It is amazing. And she did like a whole river with the stream in the background and everything. It was unbelievable. But it's depending on the schedule, she would be able to help, but it's going to depend on when we're doing it and all that. So I'm hoping that we can start no later than October. I mean, I would like to start in late September, but probably realistically we're looking at October by the time you get it approved by council.
I know a couple meetings ago was when they approved the amount for the city to put towards the project.
I think we asked for 1,000.
just 1,000.
We
It's
asked for
capped at
1,000.
1,000.
Do we know if they applied for the grant program at Walmart?
No, I think that it would be one of us that would have to go to Walmart and do that. Do you want to
No,
ask?
it had to be done by the city. I had sent it to Eric or Mayor River, and he said it had a deadline.
Mhm.
Home Depot was only doing veteran funding,
Okay.
and we can go into Sherwin-Williams and just ask for management
Yeah.
and ask for paint. If they can give discounts.
Okay.
Just based on asking, that's their program. But Walmart offered up to $5,000 for these kind of projects, but the deadline was 15th of July, and the city was going to send it to our grant manager or grant.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about
Get
that.
started on that.
Or anything either. I mean, I'd be willing to ask Sherwin-Williams. We have an account there for a business account there.
Well, Walmart would have paid for all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping maybe that's fine.
I'll try to find out about that.
You should mention this thing. Yeah, but we talked about that on the last one.
We did, but we didn't approve it because we had not had it, so we weren't ever going to take a look at it. If somebody any changes, if they liked it, if they didn't like it, any information. I suggested just a little change in the actual mission statement. It says mission statement, so
I'll read it to you.
Yeah.
Or you want to read it?
no, go ahead.
I'll read it with the amendment, that the small amendment that he made. The Citizen Advisory Committee of the City of Port Richey is dedicated to fostering transparent, responsive, and inclusive local government through active citizen managed engagement. The committee will, instead of saying our mission is to, which it's already a mission statement, so there's no sense in saying our
It's
mission
redundant. Yep.
is to. He's recommending that we change it to the committee will provide thoughtful recommendations to the city council by gathering community input, evaluating city initiatives, and promoting a collaboration between residents and city leadership. We strive to enhance the quality of life in Port Richey by advocating for sustainable development, public safety, economic vitality, and the preservation of our unique coastal character. Anybody think we should change anything on that, or?
Can I look at it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like still echoing. I heard most of it.
it's right here, this part, and this is the part that he changed.
Committee will provide. Okay, I got you. Congress is thoughtful.
What?
Wait,
So it sounds like the committee wants to delve deeper than what it's currently doing. Like right now we have the trash pickup initiatives, painting walls, things like that, but this actually calls for more of an advisory role than what I'm aware of.
Oh, I wasn't trying to change anything. I was just trying to say what we do.
Okay, but I mean, this sounds like with advocating for sustainable development, are we going to do that? I mean, what are we going to do for sustainable?
I mean, a lot of this was just recommended by Chat
Right.
GPT because this is what a lot of the community citizens advisory committees do. A lot of them work on traffic.
Right. So this sounds like it requires more from the CAC than what the CAC currently does, to me.
I don't think so. We've always been involved in
Sustainable
development, and
It's not required. So, in other words, we are just a facilitator. We're the vessel for the
Right.
community in another way for us to make recommendations and do certain things that will advise the council
Mhm.
on things that we see as a committee.
Right.
yeah, it's to like when there is an issue, which there are issues about development within your a small community like this, that the council can send it to the citizens advisory to gather the information first.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's great, but I'm wondering, are we aware of
Those
that?
those are requirements.
Well, I'm not
So,
saying
but we-
requirement would be a strong word. I'm saying it's a bit deeper than some of the projects that the CAC has been doing. As far as sustainable development, can you give me any example of any work that the CAC has done with sustainable development in the past? Because if we're putting them down, if these are our goals, I mean, these are developed by AI, and if they're not quite what we do, then we should probably either revise them or get ready to dig in a little deeper into the city and
Yeah.
where our role.
Definitely involved in the plan for the changing the name for the coast, the Cody River Landing, and the plan of that. They presented that to our group before you were here, and we, gave our opinions about it. And then the public was welcome to come and see that here also. So I think that's definitely an area that is needed to, we need to be a part
Sustainable
of.
development, would that be more like in lines of flooding preparedness and things like that? Isn't that what sustainable development would be?
I mean, we make
Sustainable,
sorry.
yeah. No, go ahead.
Well, I mean, we make recommendations for any potholes that are in roads, any sort of faltering infrastructure that is happening in the city. In other words, some of the pipes are still old galvanized piping for plumbing, right? So if someone comes to any of us, we can bring it up to the meeting. We can bring it to city council. City council can take it to planning and development, or we can directly go to planning and development. So it's a broad stroke,
Right.
right? But we're not limited to, nor are we
No, I know. I wouldn't
held our feet to the fire for those things.
Yeah.
We're another forum. This is what my
It's
opinion
just
is.
you have to
We're
be
another
careful with
forum.
AI sometimes because AI will make you into something you're not.
Right. But
Not careful.
in my
it'll
opinion,
turn
we're
your
another
grid
I agree,
forum.
100%.
Yeah, that someone can come with a concern and then we pass it on to council.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
and I know
discuss
even
it.
that
No,
development that you live in right now, out
Avalon
in Bay,
Mhm.
we had that before our advisory committee before also, and there were concerns about would the city have enough water to supply that development, you know, and it was an issue that everybody needed to get attention, you know,
It's a big development.
attention. So
Yeah.
I think it's only one. We don't really have any power, but we're just you know a stepping stone to.
Well,
To
for
let the
instance,
public
I was
vent.
wondering if we could find out what the lack of community engagement is. I wondered if the CAC could take that on as
Lack of
lack of community engagement. Why we can't fill these chairs? Why we can't get people to town halls, to these meet your neighbor events?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is voting too. Voting turnout, if it's not
if we put a poll out and ask questions, is it because they've had bad experiences in the past? Is it just they just don't want
I think
I
it's
think everybody's
citizen
busy.
engagement. We're not in every.
Is there something we could fix if we asked the right questions and received
What-
responses?
what might
is there
hang on
something we could fix? Because I know they're planning on buying new chairs, and I'm not sure that even new chairs will help at all.
I've been here almost 30
Wow.
years, and I can tell you that I've seen every single one of these chairs filled
Right.
and the whole back parking lot filled. But it's only when there's a problem.
That's what I was gonna say. So,
If everything's going good, this is a good thing.
And that could be one of the questions too, but then we wouldn't have to worry about spending money to get community engagement if it's not going to happen. If people just would tell us it's not happening, I'm not coming unless I have an issue or unless there's a big, development project or something like that, then we wouldn't have to worry about, the things that we or the things that the city council worries about as far as why we can't get engagement.
I mean, I don't worry about not having engagement. I think
They
it's
talk about it sometimes in the council meeting.
all those things you brought up are absolutely. Those are all examples of yes, right?
Right.
Is it we're not, communication? Is it turnout? Is
Right.
it involvement? Is it yes, right?
Mhm.
The question is, what part of that do we can look at, right? It's sort of get more people involved. Do you want them engaged here, or do we want them more engaged in the city council meetings, right? So,
Right, or in our
or land development,
Committees.
or
in our committees, I know we have all these vacancies and we can't, we're interested in filling these seats and, here we have 3 people running for a council seat and it just seems like there's very little engagement on that as well. I mean, I could put something out about the police department, about the machines that they recently confiscated, and I can get a lot of activity from residents. But I hear residents say that they want change, and when we put anything out about, running for seats, then you get less community engagement on things like that than other posts that are just information. So I know the city wants change. They're worried, residents want change. They're worried about the city's past. They have a lot of complaints about a lot of things. But how do we get them to the polls? And how do we get them to fill committees and boards? And
social media,
I just
like you were doing.
excuse me.
Social media, like you're doing.
Yeah, no, I've been doing a lot of it. But I noticed specifically that our engagement, even Linda's, is there's like 5 comments on her post that she's running for the council seat again. With a community, it seems that wants as much change as this community wants and sometimes needs. I'm just kind of surprised that people stay away from asking questions. We all have put on our posts that you can call us or reach out if you have any questions. I'm not seeing anything like that. So I'm just wondering, like, what we can do to get people to want to.
I think a good start, right? There's a lot to throw out there. I think a good start is planning these meet your neighbor events to make them a little more fun. Not just a
Yes.
restaurant, you go to and everyone has a few drinks, they complain, and but you get to meet your neighbors, right? So,
Right.
and if there's more involvement in conversation, that's not just what's wrong. Let's talk about what's right. So a lot of these things are just people come. There's no real, I don't want to say forum, right, for talking, controlling the conversation, and really getting people involved. And I think with these Meet Your Neighbor, the boat tour, I think is a great idea because it gets conversation going, number one, about the history of the city. And then we could also talk about these seats that are open, that we could get more people involved. Why don't you, I prefer these committees to the city council just because none of us are getting paid. Right? This is, and it's videotaped, so you're going to have feedback from people and citizens, right? Not everyone, everyone's going to like what I say, and I understand that.
Are you
100%.
getting feedback?
I get some feedback,
You do? I have not yet.
but I've lived here off and on for 30, dating myself a little bit, sorry, over 30 years, right? So, I knew a lot of people to begin with, right? So that got me involved. And I think, so my thing is just to sort of pay that forward so that people that got me involved, I want to get other people involved too, right? So we are the catalyst, and so is the city council members, and so are the police, the fire department, and everyone that works in our beautiful city admin department, right? So engineers, all those people, right? But like you said, once again, if people aren't complaining, it's a good thing. But how do we get them actively involved, right? Where it's not just coming up and asking, how do I get this done because it's messed up, right? So I think that especially this committee, we can start by having those events and talk about what's great, get more people involved, and then we can go, okay, we can work on big projects, right? We're not spending money on surveys. We kind of have an idea of what the community wants before
Oh, I didn't need
we do those things.
that kind of survey. I just meant
No, I mean,
on the CIC.
we have an idea of you get your finger on the pulse of what the community is looking
Right.
for before we do those big surveys. They
So could
spend.
we ask questions on the CIC Facebook group, like
We have the ability to do a
unofficial
poll there.
a
You can make a poll if you want.
Well, I mean, if nobody thinks it's valuable, I'm just wondering, what it is people want to see, because we post on the town hall things about open seats, and those just go. You and I liked it, and we're
Yeah.
already serving. You know what I mean? And nobody else is
Yeah.
paying any attention.
It's been that way for years.
So if it's if there's a hype about something like the machines, that got quite a bit of attention. But if it's city related, business related in the city, seats, openings, things like that, it's just like only the people in the boards and committees pay attention.
But don't get discouraged by that. So we have 6,000 likes on our page, right? And we'll throw a post up there. We'll get maybe 50 comments out of 6,000.
What
We only have
page is this?
my business.
Oh, okay.
So, so with our city, this is a little over 3,300 residents, right? To get that much involvement or get people actually commenting, they do see it. They just don't comment or
Yeah.
like it, or they just read, right? The other thing too is, a lot of people need to feel safe without getting bombarded by their comments on social media
Oh,
too,
sure.
right? So we have to provide a safe environment for people to actively be engaged without being, slapped on the wrist for no reason, right? I don't want to say persecuted. I don't want to use that word, right? So just, people should be able to voice their opinion without, any sort of negative connotation to it, right? It's just how I feel. It could be wrong, right? So
Right.
I think that's how we get the ball rolling.
So, yeah, sometimes that group does tend to get pretty heated. They'll argue, but that's kind of our job is to make sure that doesn't get too far out of. sometimes I have to.
Yeah, you gotta constantly. There's some passionate. I like to say passionate
Say,
people.
We're
Yeah.
not doing that.
I think the other thing we need to do too is,
But even
and
if
this
we
is
just knew, if people aren't watching, if that were one of the poll questions that we just knew that they're watching, but they're never going to comment or anything, then we know that we have people's attention. We can use these Facebook groups as a source of providing information. 'Cause right now, I just don't know.
Well, it was flooded when we had all of this turmoil going on with the city getting dissolved and with the mayor shooting up police.
so
and
it's
all that stuff.
we
I
do
mean,
have
it
active.
was really active then.
Right.
That's how it got going, and then we were able to share information with people that information they didn't know.
Right.
Because there were
people usually get involved is when something happens negatively like that. It's sad, but see when somebody posts something positive, it's not
I was gonna say, you want to see how much involvement you can get, do something wrong.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
well,
there's
like when they were gonna, they wanted to dissolve the city. A lot of people didn't know the facts. They're saying, "Oh well, we're gonna pay less money if we dissolve the city." But we had workshops done on that with the council forced the city manager at the time, it was Jerry Calhoun, to do workshops on evaluating the pros and cons of dissolving the city, which I thought he was very fair about. And so you actually ended up paying more money because you have to pay for your debt unless you struck a deal or something. But anyway, it showed all of the things that you end up paying for, and a lot of people didn't know that.
Right. Wind up
Interesting.
more neglected, I imagine, because
Yeah.
you're part of all the past.
I mean, everybody wants to pay less money in taxes and stuff, but you need to. I would hate to see if we dissolved the city and then you can't bring it back.
Oh, right.
And if you dissolved it and then you say, "Oh, well, that was a mistake," you want to know all the facts before. And we were able to provide those facts on that forum for everybody to know what the pros and cons were, and then you could evaluate for yourself. Do you want to see that happen or not?
I've got to
I just-
roll in a few minutes. I can stay on a call, like a phone call or something.
Okay.
I just got to make sure I get home.
Okay. Well, I did want to see if we could get a motion to approve this mission statement with the amendment that Seth had made.
I motion to approve the mission statement with the amendment provided.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anybody? Okay. And then I wanted to see if we could get a motion to, I don't know if we want to wait till our next meeting, but I would like to get council to approve that we can start working on that mural wall with the aspects of the city. I mean, I don't know if you want to be specific on that or.
I think we should table this conversation to the next meeting just to make sure we can get our,
Our design.
cross our T's, dot our I's,
Okay.
get our
You've
design.
already got artists showing interest and all that. Are
Yeah,
they already telling you what their ideas are? Or
Well, mostly Cherokee is going to be in charge of doing the whole design. I love your ideas, though. I love that. That looks good. Then Dave had a great idea of doing like the Latin long of the city
yeah.
on there, which was kind of cool. So anything like that. I mean, I was just shooting off ideas, the stilt houses, the fishing boats,
Right.
everything that's to do with the city. But okay, so we'll vote on that for the next meeting. And lost my the welcome packet. Welcome packet for the new residents. Now, Linda was going to work on that. Is there somebody else that wants to help her with that project?
I
Did you
can
want to help?
help. I actually got this from my job, and it's Pinellas County Solid Waste. They have this, we have a whole bunch of pamphlets,
Oh, okay.
and they gave this, and it's kind of, I was literally just looking at it. I picked it up, and I was like, that's something we're looking at. It's a little pamphlet, tells you the fees. I mean, we can add different things, but it's just something like hazardous waste.
Okay. You want me to give this to Linda?
You can.
Or I'll bring it to the next meeting then. That's great. This is perfect. This is just what I think they're looking for.
Yeah, short and sweet.
Something like
very,
that.
very informative.
Okay. So we'll work on that. Veteran Appreciation Day. We talked about November. Was that November?
Yes, November 11th is Veterans Day. I did hear from, I heard the YouTube on the other committee meeting.
Uh-huh.
So it was something about a flagpole. I was not understanding that though.
Yeah, we
What are we
don't
planning?
have a flag. I don't think we have a veterans anything to salute our veterans in our city, do we? I know we had a flagpole over near Whiskey River, but I don't know if it's still there.
To do like a ceremony and
Well, there's going to be so much going on at other places, and they get free dinner and free lunch everywhere. I don't know if we want to do it on Veterans Day.
or do it in November, sometime
Yeah.
in November.
Probably not on Veterans Day because there's too many other things going on. What do you think would be a good
I don't like.
thing to do?
I agree not to do it on Veterans Day. But we can think about it. I mean, some
Yeah.
ceremony or something. Where would we put the flag? How would we commemorate them?
You know, what would be kind of cool is when we have this development coming in for Cody River Landing, and then over there by the boat ramp that's coming in. If we can do like pavers or something with engraved names of veterans in there, that might be, and then put it with a flagpole, something there. I don't know how we would go about doing that, but they did have along the boardwalk at the waterfront park when they first built that park. They had you could pay to have a plank and have your loved one's name put on it, or whatever. So, but it was kind of a hassle for them because no one wanted to go back out there and put. If they added one, so it had to be done like all at the same time.
Unless we don't do it for this year and we do it for next year.
Well, definitely thinking about we should table the thing with the back to school and do
Yes.
that for next year. But the veterans, it's not too late
Yeah, it's
to do
already
that.
started, so yeah.
Yeah. I did hear something about the teachers. And that they always need supplies.
Yeah,
So maybe something
Yeah, we can do it
mid-year
right
for
now.
them or something.
yeah.
Just for the
Christmas,
teachers, do something
for
different.
Christmas break. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, you will let you be excused, Matt.
Yeah.
There's really nothing else.
All right. What do you got the mural fire?
Oh, that was. I think that was a misprint. But anyway, I found the date for when the fire department was started was 1974, and I have an email into the police to find out when they started because Cherokee wanted those dates for the logo. So that was a misprint. I'm sorry. And then the community garden project. I don't think we have anybody from Harbor Isles on our committee, do we?
From where?
Anybody from Harbor Isles area? I was thinking I would maybe ask for some people might want to take that project on that live over in that community. So I'll ask on town hall if there's anybody that would like to.
What project is this?
That was the community garden. There's a piece of property, a little corner-shaped property that's across from the Olsner Park, and they talked about using that for a community garden. But it's really going to be up to the people that live there to make sure that works, and they could work with USF. I think has a something to help them get together and get it going. So I think I'm going to try to farm that out to them. If they want to do it, if they don't, then we'll take it off our long-term goals. So that's about it. Anybody else have anything else you want to mention?
I just want to make sure we get dates. So we talked about community involvement. If we get the dates, I would like to do both of these, the boat tour and the Yards North
Yeah.
meetup for Beecher
Yeah.
Days. Just get those dates as soon as possible
I
so we
will.
can reiterate.
So you guys like that
People know,
idea
get
instead
their
of just
heads in it.
doing a bar, restaurant, whatever, we'll do an activity. And
Yeah.
maybe we could get more people out.
And I think also a different day of the week, like Wednesdays. I think we're doing them on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard for me to get out of work, or when I get home, it's hard.
Yeah.
So and I can't bring my husband because he's working late. So it'd be something that maybe we can do it. Alternate once.
Yeah.
1 month we do this.
Well, it's
and
going
then
to have to
that.
be because
Going
that's
back
when
to-
they're.
Going back to Sunday, sorry to interrupt. Going back to Sunday, I think that would be a good day for this boat tour.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Good.
I
I
feel
feel
like
like there's too much going on Saturdays already anyway. So
I just want to let everyone know again, March 17th, 2026, cleanup. Please come. That's all.
But we miss it every year. We always play on our own, and then they have theirs like the next week or something. So I thought I'd look it up and figure that.
Anything else?
All right.
All right, motion.
Motion
Good motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned. I'll make it.
Okay.
I
All in
second.
favor?
All right.
Aye.